The prevailing wisdom in NPB circles dictates that a non-controversial exit is paramount for a foreign player's career longevity in Asia. Yet, here we are, watching Kyle Duplantier not just burn his bridge with the Hanshin Tigers, but actively douse it in gasoline, striking a match that has inflamed the entire Kansai region.
It's a move so brazen, so economically explosive for both clubs that it defies all modern player management logic, leaving us to wonder, what is the true price of a public betrayal? Welcome back to 603 Snap News, where the hottest, most volatile stories in Japanese baseball are analyzed the moment they break. Today, we must address the unthinkable, the purple-haired nightmare known as Duplantier-to-Giants.
We begin with the evidence, and it is flimsy, yet psychologically devastating. A handful of Instagram follows. Duplantier, the reliable left-hander who just helped Hanshin to glory, has suddenly clicked follow on several key Yomiuri Giants players, most notably the newly signed pitcher Tyler Wheatley and the foundational slugger Kazumo Okamoto. This isn't just a generic sweep of the league, this is surgically precise social media warfare. As one veteran baseball analyst, Mr.
Satoshi Ishikawa put it this morning, if this were merely an auction, he would follow 5 teams' most anonymous players to avoid drama. Following Wheatley, a fellow import who just signed a contract, suggests immediate practical communication. He's not window shopping, he's taking measurements for the uniform. The sheer panic gripping the Tigers faithful is palpable and, frankly, justified.
Duplantier, previously projected to command perhaps 300 million yen per year on the open market, is now seeing his value skyrocket simply because of the threat he poses to his former team. Let's talk money, because that's the underlying currency of this chaotic auction. Remember the Giants' failed pursuit of Arihara? They reportedly had 20 billion yen set aside for that deal, only for it to crumble.
Compared to that war chest, paying Duplantier whatever the market dictates, even if the price escalates to 500 or 600 million yen, is a trivial expenditure for the Tokyo powerhouse. The argument from the Hanshin side, of course, is that Duplantier would never risk the personal backlash. His own family's soba shop was reportedly targeted after initial rumors, and he lost thousands of followers in days. Why endure that vitriol?
This is where we anticipate the counter-argument and refute it sharply. Many contend that this is Duplantier simply leveraging all offers, pointing out that he also followed some Yokohama Baystars players. While true, that claim overlooks the specific emotional weight the Giants carry. This isn't betrayal, it's maximizing yield, claimed Mr. Kudo, an agent who has navigated several contentious NPB contract negotiations, speaking to us under the condition of anonymity.
Duplantier is treating the NPB like an art market. The more controversy, the higher the final bid. He knows Hanshin is emotionally invested in his non-Giant status. The ultimate goal isn't necessarily to sign with the Giants, but to force SoftBank or another wealthy club to pay the Giants avoidance tax. This tax, we estimate, could be worth an additional 150 million yen on top of his base salary, just for guaranteeing he stays out of the Kyojin's rotation. But let's pivot and consider the Giants' perspective, which brings us to the core conflict and the dramatic climax of this story. Why would the Giants, who have their own image to maintain, invite this level of hate? The answer is statistical desperation. Giants front office insider, Mr. Tanaka, stated last night in a rare moment of candor, "We secured 90% of our domestic targets. We need that final crushing piece."
We don't care about the internet followers. We care about the 20-win swing Duplantier represents against the Tigers. The data supports this terrifying logic. In the 2023 season, Duplantier was absolutely lights out against the Giants, posting a microscopic .98 ERA over 18.1 innings pitched. Securing him not only plugs a massive hole in the Giants' bullpen, but critically, it directly weakens their bitter rival, effectively counting as 2 moves in 1.
He is the ultimate, toxic, zero-sum trade-off. For the Giants, the risk of fan backlash is dwarfed by the guaranteed statistical superiority he provides in the Central League race. The escalation is now reaching fever pitch. The silence from Duplantier's camp since the initial rumors broke is deafening, far too long for a standard medical check or routine negotiation. It suggests a high-stakes, multi-party bidding war behind closed doors.
This leads us to the unexpected plot twist, drawing parallels from recent history. Do you remember the Rydell Martinez saga? The drama was intense, with the Giants reportedly in the lead, only for the Dragons closer to re-sign with Chunichi at the last possible second, leaving the Giants holding an empty bag and looking foolish. What if Duplantier is pulling the exact same move, but with far greater sophistication?
The open loop we started with, the true price of betrayal, is about to be resolved. Duplantier isn't signing with the Giants. He is utilizing the Giants' historically toxic reputation as a weapon against SoftBank and the Rakuten Golden Eagles. He knows that SoftBank, in particular, wants to dominate the market and would hate to see the Giants capture such a high-leverage asset. By allowing the Giants rumor to ferment and cause maximum emotional distress in Kansai, he has inflated his value to a point where a non-Giant suitor must decisively overpay to end the controversy. The actual endgame is likely a record-breaking 600 million yen contract with SoftBank or an undisclosed MLB opt-out clause, financed entirely by the terror the Giants generated.
The hate Duplantier receives isn't the penalty for betrayal. It is the highly profitable leverage that facilitates his final, enormous payday. He played the game masterfully, turning the deep, passionate rivalry of Japanese baseball into his personal auction house, and he is about to walk away richer than anyone anticipated, leaving only chaos and relieved, exhausted Hanshin fans in his wake.
Tell us, what do you think is Duplantier's final destination? And how much is the Giants avoidance tax worth? Hit the comments below and let us know. Don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with your fellow NPB fanatics, and most importantly, subscribe to 603 Snap News for more unfiltered expert analysis on the volatile world of Japanese baseball. We'll see you in the next video.